What's up, everybody? We're back from a long hiatus. As you can see, we have a buddy missing. Bonnie Paul's somewhere off doing his own thing, playing some Halo with some friends. I don't know. But, he's busy. So, here, today, we're going to review, or a little quick thoughts. Yeah, quick thoughts.
Quick thoughts,
Alex?
indeed. Yes.
Quick thoughts on Shazam Fury of the Gods. So, to start this off, Alex will be the one to read out the synopsis.
Oh, hello. I will. Yes. David has bestowed upon me this power. As the Shazam family has been bestowed on the powers of the gods, Billy Baston and his fellow foster kids are still learning how to jungle teenage life with their superhero alter egos when a vengeful trio of ancient gods arrive on Earth in search for a magic stolen from them a long time ago. Shazam and his allies thrust into a battle for their superpowers, their lives, and the fate of the world as we know it. Thank you, David. Thank you. A lot of retakes, a lot of cuts will be made here.
So quickly before we go over short thoughts, the movie, as my understanding is not performing well so far in the theater because we saw it opening weekend.
Yeah,
I saw it on what was it? I think I saw it March 18th, so Saturday.
I saw it today,
March 20th.
March 20th. I was like, yeah, okay, now I have to get this video out real fast.
Reading the articles and stuff online, it's so domestically it's only made 30.5 million, but I think that's even lower than what they had originally projected because they projected that movie to make 35 million at least, and that's already pretty low. Worldwide, I think it's made about 65.5 million, which again is low compared to the first Shazam movie, which made around 80 or so. I think 80 million.
Opening week.
Yeah.
Well, that's to be expected with new superhero movies.
Yeah, but this is a sequel.
Yeah, but a sequel when that's kind of connected to Black Adam.
I think it's more
too hot.
But the thing is, Black Adam never really mentioned Shazam at all, right? The only thing in Black Adam is that he said the word Shazam, but they never really connected the worlds together, had each character formally acknowledge one another.
That's a good point.
So this, I think in itself is kind of still its own thing. It's still connected to the first Shazam movie, but it doesn't do as well, at least box office wise, compared to the first.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that could be attributed to the kids being the kind of the main and protagonist.
I don't know.
So that's kind of throwing people off who don't read the comics or watch the Justice League animated series.
I think it's also not trying to get political here, but I think partly it's because of Snyderverse fans, which as a Snyderverse fan myself, I enjoyed what Zack Snyder has done, but I do think it's time to let things lie.
Gotta let go, man.
Yeah, so I think there's that because I've seen a lot of reviews from Zack Snyder fans who generally just really hated him on the movie without even seeing it yet.
Yeah, they could be angry and then trying to bomb it.
Yeah, and then also I think it's just different demographics because I do think this movie is well catered to young adult to kind of our demographic, kind of late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun movie. It's a fun family movie, right?
Honestly, surprisingly, it walks that line pretty well. We're trying to be both family friendly and kind of mature.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people just want, or not a lot, but there is that demographic that maybe they think it's too childish for them.
Sure, yeah. No, I understand because even the jokes are a little corny.
Yeah.
But then
I enjoyed the jokes.
I enjoyed most of the jokes too. But it's also where it doesn't take itself too seriously either as a movie. And it's actually pretty fun and funny.
Yeah. I thought the movie had a lot of heart.
It did.
I
honestly, for a family fun movie, it was like a death scene, and I'm like, oh, that's dark. They went dark.
Yeah.
And
shit. Not trying to spoil anything, but one of my favorite jokes in the movie was it was taste the rainbow, mother.
Dude, Dude, when that happened, I was like, oh, shit, okay. They're really pushing the boundary between family fun here.
Yeah. I mean, we'll go more into it when we go into the spoilers, but overall, I
So
really
tune in
enjoyed
next
the
week for
movie.
that.
Yeah, because
Yeah, look at
we're
the
waiting
camera.
for Bonnie Powell. If he's not here, we'll still do it, but hopefully he'll be here next week or on the weekend when
This
we get
coming
back
week.
together.
Yes, or any weekend.
Yeah, I thought the adult. I also like that they gave the adult versions of the heroes more screen time.
Yeah, that was pretty nice, actually.
Because I watched it with Claire. She has said to me, she's like, "What if they use the adults more in the movie just to avoid like child labor laws?" I was like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, it's not a bad thing because I think most of the kids at least are adult, or like three of them are at least are adults now. Like
Yeah, no.
the kid that plays Billy, the kid that plays Freddy, and the girl that plays is it Mary? She's the only one that when she changes into a superhero form, she's still the same person. He doesn't change.
Wait, she doesn't change?
Yeah, no, she doesn't change into a different person.
Oh.
Yeah, she's the only one that doesn't change, and I think when I heard from the director, he said they're trying to say like, oh, because when they turn into the superhero forms, they become adults, and since she's technically an adult, she doesn't change anymore. I feel like that's a little weird, just because the kid that plays Billy, technically, they're saying he's about to turn 18 in the next couple of months.
Okay. Yeah. As one, just my thumb, could be a cop out. Two,
Yeah.
it could also be them not physically being an adult, but more maturity level being an adult. Because,
Oh, maybe.
you know, in comic books, you still kind of acts like as a kid
True.
in the adult form.
Yeah.
But, so going back to that, I noticed, I thought that was the case, but I also thought that was the case in the first movie, but it wasn't. And
Yeah.
both actresses were so similar looking that
Yeah.
I thought it was just one actress, but no, it was two. So
Yeah.
that being said, them to do that, kudos, because I didn't notice it at first.
Oh, I noticed it because I remember when I think it was Zachary Levi released the first image with the cast. I noticed it was the actual actress that plays like the the normal human version of herself in the costume, and I was like, oh, what happened? Like that's interesting. So I already knew.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that they'd at least explain it in the movie, but they never mentioned anything. I'm like, okay.
Actually, that would be nice. Just to be like,
Yeah.
when they say Shazam, be like, wait, what? Why didn't you change?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And like I also thought it was interesting with the new costume, the new suits. I like it better than the original because it looks less like a muscle suit, less foamy muscle suit,
That's true.
and it looks kind of more skin forming.
Yeah. And do you think they did that because Zachary's like, okay, I gotta beef up a little bit for this?
For sure, I think he beefed up a bit for the role. He looks a little thicker.
Yeah, right. So it's got some thickness
Yeah.
going around.
But
Good
also, I
thickness.
do think there's like some padding in that suit a little
Of
bit because
course.
it looks like the same suit it's basically the same suit that they had in Black Adam.
Yeah, it's just not SpongeBob muscle arms. You know,
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that.
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah,
he's like,
yeah. Yeah. But overall, I thought the movie was very entertaining, had a lot of heart. I like the villains. The
villain's great.
there are multiple villains in the movie.
I mean, I said 3 in the synopsis, so
That's true.
you were
There are three,
kind of ruined that bridge.
there are 3 villains in the movie, and they did a nice little. I mean, I feel like you could kind of see it coming if you guys seen the trailers.
I didn't
which
see it
I
coming.
did.
I saw the trailers.
I saw the trailer, so I kind of had a feeling like I knew what was happening. But yeah, they had a little villain reveal. I also like that they brought back the wizard.
Dude, right? I thought he was gone for good because when they brought him back, I was like, wait, didn't he die?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, I like they really because the actor that plays the wizard, I think his name is because it starts with a D but it has a J right next to it, so it's like Djimon Hounsou, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He's like an Academy Award nominated actor. I don't know if he's won one, but I know he's like at a really high caliber level of an actor.
You know where
So
else
it was nice
he's
that
from?
Hmm?
You know where else he's from?
Oh, I know. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who?
But I mean, to be fair, Guardians of the Galaxy, like, it was a small role. It wasn't.
It was a small
It
role.
wasn't like this.
No. Yeah,
Know?
this is much bigger than that role.
But it was, it was nice to see, like, the adult versions of the heroes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the kids and the parents. It was nice seeing their interactions with the parents. Like, I like the little. I guess it's still not really spoiling what happens, but I like that foreshadowing of when he first originally calls his mother, like Billy calls his mom by her name.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie, I kind of wish they played with that a little bit more.
I mean, it's kind of hard to cram everything in.
True, they had a lot
a
lot to put in this movie, but I do wish they they kind of touched on it a little bit
more heartfelt.
Because it did feel satisfying, but I don't feel like it was earned in the end when he calls her mom.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I can agree with that. It did feel like, oh, he didn't have to say mom, but maybe I could kind of see it now that I'm thinking about that. Okay, he's feeling gratitude towards her, and so maybe she was really emotional, and at the end, he, who knows if he would come back.
True. And I mean, I enjoyed the movie. My girlfriend enjoyed the movie. She stayed awake throughout the movie, so that's something. And then I also watched it because I also had my nephew with me, and he told me his first one was like one of his favorite movies when it came out. He's like 11.
Yeah.
So when the first movie came out, it was one of his favorites. So I was like, "Oh, Henry, I'll take you to go watch with me the second one," and he enjoyed this one as well. I think this was also his first time experiencing Dolby Atmos.
Dolby Atmos. Oh, you splash for the Atmos.
I'd probably give this movie a 4 out of 5.
Dude, we do 10. Don't do 4. Don't do 5.
Okay. I'll give it an 8.
You had me in the beginning. You're like, I enjoyed this movie. I'll give it a 4. I was like,
I forgot. It's been a while.
David, that's so low. I was going to give it like a 7.5, but Jesus. I'd give it 7.5. It was great.
Oh, surprising. First time our reviews are switched. Normally, I'd be the one giving it like a lower.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say again?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay, it's not too low, but yeah. No, I enjoyed it. There was some couple things. It just felt a little corny sometimes, and I was like, okay. But it did make. I
mean, I can see why it's a bit corny though, because the movie itself does kind of lend itself to kids to a degree.
Oh yeah.
Right. So you kind of have to play with that corniness.
No, I totally understand. I'm just not interested.
There were times I felt like the adult versions of the actors, specifically, like, not knocking on him, but Zachary Levi, who plays Shazam, I do feel like when he plays Shazam, it's different from the kid that plays Billy.
Dude, I totally understand. I agree. I feel like he's more childish than Billy is.
Yeah.
It just seemed a little off in just their acting.
Yeah, it seemed different. Like, you could tell it's two different people at times. Right?
Yeah, because when Zachary Levi, he's like bubbly, and excited, but when he's Billy, he's the opposite. It's not
kind of quiet, kind of serious.
Yeah, maybe, thinking about it,
because I do feel like the guy that plays the superhero version of Freddy.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Definitely spot on, yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah, very spot on.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the writing or what, but initial thought, it could be because when he's Shazam, he just feels like he can solve anything, has more power than when he was powerless as Billy, because he's been through a lot of shit. So maybe he's just excited in that way. I don't know. I mean, I'm just spitballing here.
But yeah, I guess we can end it off here and then do the. I mean, would you watch the movie again?
Honestly, yeah, I think I would.
Same. I think I enjoyed it enough to because it was a nice, 2 hours or so just sitting there in the theater, just enjoying the movie. It was nice.
Yeah, it was. I think I enjoyed it more than Black Adam, to be honest.
Oh, I think I enjoyed everything more than Black Adam.
Go, and that's going to be it for this video. We will be sure to look out for our spoiler review. It's coming out next week, hopefully. Maybe we'll get Bunny Ball in that time.
Hopefully.
Depends on his schedule.
Maybe we can lure him with Halo.
arrives on Earth in search
You want me to
of...
do it?
What? No, I got it. I can do this. His eyes get thrust into the battle with their superpowers, their lives, and the fate of the world. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Recording. Hello, David. Are you recording?
Hello.